Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. No, you're not having an episode. You are looking at a partially open March of the Machine set booster box. I was going through the box opening and about 12 packs in, I realized I hadn't hit the start recording button. So we're still going to go through the full MTG box analysis, but we're only going to crack open 18 packs. Now, to make sure that you all are in the loop, I'm going to go through the rares and mythics that we saw in the first 12 packs. So we saw an invasion of Ravnica, with an invasion of Alara, and then an invasion of Gobakhan. We then saw a Progenitor Exarch, followed by a Knight Errant of Eos, a Sunfall, an Into the Fire, with a Doomscar Warrior, a Polychronos Reborn, with a Surrak and Goreclaw. Then we saw Glissa Herald of Predation, with a Hidegatsu and Kiari, and an Omnith Locust of All in Showcase, with a Baral and Kari Zev also in Showcase. And then from the Commander subset, we saw Teferi's Talent. And then from the Multiverse Legends, we saw Baral, Chief of Compliance, Squee the Immortal, a Kahiri the Orphan Guard, followed by an Obosh the Prey Piercer, a Lutri the Spell Chaser, and then from the list, we saw an Argothian Elder, a Brago's Representative, and then we saw a rare Time Stretch coming in. And we saw one signed art card out of the 12 packs, and this was Emoti Celebrant of Bounty. Very cool. All right, so with that, let's crack open the remaining 18 packs. All right, here we go. What else does this box have in store for us? All right, so it starts off with a Dinosaur token. And then we're going to see a Meeting of the Minds in foil with a Realm Breaker, the Invasion Tree. Very nice to see that. Then we're going to see Inga Runais, followed by Terror of Tawashi. Then we're going to see an Invasion of Amonkhet with an Aether Blade Agent. Then we're going to see a Glistening Deluge, followed by an Omen Hawker, an Arachnoid Adaptation, Deadly Derision, Skittering Surveyor with a Full Art Forest, and a non-signed art card. So we only saw one mythic in the recap, so hopefully there's a few more hanging out in this box. So we got another rare list hit here. We got Laboratory Maniac coming in, followed by a Corrupted Conviction. Then we're going to see an Invasion of Karos. Then we're going to see Timurit Chosen from Death with a Brutal Side Technor Engineer coming in from the Multiverse Legends. And then we're going to see an Invasion of Pyrula, Nezumi Freewheeler, followed by a Halo Forger, Sandstalker Moloch, Serpent Blade Assailant, an Ichor Shade, followed by a Flywheel Racer. Then we're going to see a foil Windscarred Crag, and another non-signed art card. This box so far has been extremely light on the mythics and the big hitters. All right, another mini-game non-token token here. Then we're going to see our first foil battle, and that's going to be an Invasion of Algothra. Then we're going to see a Zephyr Singer coming in as our rare, followed by a Karuga the Macrosage coming in from the Multiverse Legends. Very cool to see that. And then we see an Invasion of Xerex with a Tarkir Duneshaper, Skyclave Aerialist, Ravenous Sailback, followed by a Tandem Takedown, Surge of Salvation, the one uncommon currently valued over $1, so we'll take that. Then we get an Angelic Intervention, followed by a Placid Rottentail with a full art foil Mountain. And we are going to see a signed art card there. Very cool. This is going to be Surge of Salvation by Dominique. Very nice. Thank you, Dominique. These packs are really throwing me for a loop with the tokens in the front, the art cards backwards. Everything's just different. So we got ourselves a blank card here, followed by a foil Judith the Scourge Diva coming in. Very nice to see a rare foil from the Multiverse Legends. And then right behind that, we're going to see Galta and Maverin as a rare, with a Finn the Fangbearer. Then we're going to see Invasion of New Capenna, with a Kenera Spell Spear, Xerex Strobe Knight, Marshal of Zalfir, with an Enduring Bond Warden, an Urn of Godfire, a Portent Tracker, a Chomping Kavu, a Rugged Highlands, and another non-signed art card. So be sure to stay tuned to the end of the opening. We'll do the full MTG box analysis, even on the 12 packs I missed. So this is, it is a treasure token, right? And then we're going to see a Converter Beast in foil with a Borbigamos Filbit coming in as a mythic hit. Very nice to see that. Then we're going to see another mythic here, Croxa, Titan of Death's Hunger. So double mythic pack, very nice. An Invasion of Dominaria with an Order of the Mirror, Zalfirian Lancer, an Elspeth Smite. Then we're going to see a Crystal Carapace with a War-Tainted Slasher, followed by a Gloomfang Marauder. Excuse me. I'm just going to try that again. Here we go. We got a Gloomfang Mauler, probably a 2-cent card. Then we got a Volcanic Spite with a regular old Forest and another non-signed art card. You just got to love the art in this set. At least I do. I think you all know by now, I'm a pretty positive person. All right, we're going to see ourselves a Warrior token, followed by Corruption of Tawashi coming in foil, with an Ayara Widow of the Realm coming in as our rare, with a Jury Master of Review coming as an uncommon from the Multiverse Legends, with Renata Call to the Hunt, and we're going to see a Commander Mythic, Cybar Jabari of Zalfir. That's an impressive name. All right, and we're going to see an Invasion of Olgothra, Pyretic Prankster, followed by Seal from Existence, Merciless Repurposing, Wildwood Escort, the Kithkin Billy Rider with a Full Art Island, and another non-signed art card. All right, looks like we're going to see another card from the list here. It's going to be another rare. We're going to see Spirit of the Labyrinth coming in. Very nice. I think that's our second or third rare list hit. Then we get a Flittering Gorilla with a Valdarian Thrill Seeker. Then we're going to see Yargle Glutton of Urborg with an Invasion of Regatha. And then we're going to see a Captive Weird, followed by a Lithomantic Barrage, Collective Nightmare, Stoke the Flames, followed by a Tidal Terror, and Onaki Javelineer, Core Halberd with a Jungle Hallow, and another non-signed art card. But again, just amazed by the talent of the artist. I can't draw to save my life, so. All right, another mini game, non-token token, with our first etched foil coming in from the Multiverse Legends. It's just Rona, Sheoldred's Faithful, and uncommon, but still. Then we're going to see an Ancient Imperiosaur as a rare, with a Daxos Blessed by the Sun. Then we're going to see an Invasion of Eldraine. That was the artwork we just saw. Then we get a Kenera Spell Spear with an Astral Wingspan, Ramasonian Greatsword, Alabaster Host Intercessor, Furnace Host Charger, Etched Host Doombringer, Flittering Gorilla, Full Art Plains, and another non-signed art card. All right, this one starts off with the Artificial Ragavan, right, the first mate token. And then we are going to see another foil rare coming in, Goreclaw Terror of Kalsisma. Very nice. Then we see ourselves a Hoarding Broodlord, followed by Rayev Master Smith. And from the Commander set, we see another Mythic, Moria and Tenshar. Very nice. Then we get an Invasion of Belinan, followed by an Invasion of Kylum. Then we see a Harried Artisan, Streetwise Negotiator, the Scorn Blade Berserker, the Golden Scale Aeronaut, the Aerial Boost, Full Art Mountain, and another non-signed art card here. So let me just take 1 second and move my pile of cards. And while I'm doing that, I just want to let you know that if you're going to be purchasing any March of the Machine this weekend, being the first weekend that it's legally allowed to be sold, you can go to Troll and Toad, because with my code MTGBox5, you can get 5% off any item directly sold by Troll and Toad. It doesn't apply to any of their merchant accounts on the site, just the products directly sold by them. But if you use the code MTGBox5 at checkout, you can save yourself some money. All right, this pack starts off with a treasure token. Then we got a Phyrexian sensor. And then we are going to see Sheoldred coming in. Very nice. This is going to be a good hit, value just over $16. Don't have a Sheoldred yet from this set, so we'll go ahead and flip Sheoldred over, right? And so you can see the true scriptures on the back. Very nice. Put that down there. That's our first big hit of the box. And then we get Shauna Sisse's Legacy, followed by an invasion of Mercadia. Then a Bonded Herdbeast, Fearless Scald, Mirror Shield Hoplite with a Mirian Bane Splitter, Ren's Resolve, Realmbreaker's Grasp, Timberland Ancient with a Windscarred Crag, and another non-signed art card. I think we're down to about 10 packs or so. We've got a Warrior token, followed by a Traumatic Revelation, with a Rona, Herald of Invasion, coming in as a rare. Then Rona, Sheoldred's Faithful, coming in as an uncommon. And then we get an Invasion of Xerax, Blight Treeper Thalid, an Oracle of Tragedy, Furnace Reigns, Furnace Gremlin, Knight of the New Coalition, Karosis Depth Guard, Attentive Skywarden, with a Full Art Plains, or regular Plains, and then another non-signed art card. So you can get up to 5 rares and or mythics in these packs. It is definitely possible. However, the odds are stacked really against you. I think it's less than 2% of the packs. I'll put it on the screen to be sure. So there's a Vampire. And we're going to see a foil Invasion of Regatha, followed by a mythic coming in from the main set. This is going to be the Monastery Mentor. Is going to hold some value. Very nice to see that. Then we get the Wrath Weatherlight Stalwart, followed by Sheoldred the Whispering One. All right, so this is a double Sheoldred box. This is the less valuable Sheoldred, but nonetheless, I will take it and treasure it. And then we get an Invasion of Urgamon with a Herbology Instructor, Phyrexian Sensor, Copperhost Crusher, Bladed Battlefan with a Disturbing Conversion, a Thrashing Frontliner, followed by a Full Art Swamp, and another non-signed art card. That looks like it's got a little dent in the corner. I probably did that using the pull tab. Luckily, it's just the art card. All right, get ourselves another list card here. From Ultimate Masters, we're going to see the Devoted Druid. Then we're going to see a Tidal Terror in foil, followed by an Errant Angiata rare. We're going to see SRAM Senior Edificer as another rare, and then a Crashmonger Yeti, an Invasion of Murunganda, a Bonded Herdbeast, Phyrexian Gargantua, Glistening Deluge, Sabia Cryptomancer, Alabaster Host Sanctifier, Etched Familiar with a Full Art Foil Mountain, and another non-signed art card. All right, so we are officially down to 5 packs. Got ourselves a blank card here, followed by a Timberland Ancient, an Invasion of Archivios coming in as a rare battle. Then we're going to see Quendel Pride of Femerif, followed by an Interdisciplinary Mascot. Then the Invasion of Eldraine, the Aetherblade Agent, Skyclave Aerialist, Omen Hawker, a Halo Forger, an Aki Scrap Chomper, Nezumi Informant with a Dismal Backwater, and another non-signed art card. So now that we're down to 4 packs here, I just want to let you all know there's going to be a special video coming out on Monday. My channel officially turns 1 year old on Monday. So I've got a little thank you video to all of you out there who made this possible, along with about a 15 or 16 minute time-lapsed clip show of the best 100 or so packs that we've opened in the last year. So it's over $5,000 worth of big hits in the span of about 16 minutes. So hopefully you all will subscribe to the channel and tune in for that. It's been in the works now for about 2 months, chopping up all the little pieces and parts. So hopefully you enjoy it as much as I did making it. All right, so with that, we got ourselves a knight, followed by a core halberd. Then we're going to see an archpriest of shadows with an Ingarunize, an invasion of Abazal, a harried artisan, Sandstalker Moloch, ravenous sailback, war historian, dreg recycler, with an oculus whelp, an eyes of Jin Gataxis, a full art mountain, and another non-signed art card. All right, 3 packs to go here. Let's see what we're going to find in these last 3. Been lucky before in our last 3 packs. All right, so we're going to see another rare list hit here. We're going to see Contamination coming in. Very cool. And right behind that, we're going to see Fire Song and Sunspeaker coming in as a rare multiverse legend. Then we're going to see a Chrome Host Sea Shark, followed by a Tiramet Chosen from Death. Then we've got a Taesa Karlov. All right, so that was 4 rare, so we came pretty close to hitting the 5, but we didn't quite get there. And then we have an Invasion of Rin, followed by a Pyretic Prankster, the Tandem Takedown, Surge of Salvation, again, another $2. Then we got a Xerox Strobe Light, an Assimilate Essence with a Blighted Burgeoning, a Forest, and another non-signed art card. So we're still at 2 signed art cards here. I'm hoping for another one here. As you all know, I do collect them. All right, so we've got another non-token mini game, followed by a Mirror Shield Hoplite. Then we've got a Dejaru and Hazaret as a rare, with an Atris Oracle of Half-Truths coming in as a second rare. Then we're going to see an Invasion of Regatta, with an Aetherblade Agent, Marshal of Zalfir, Zalfirian Lancer, Trailblazing Historian. Then we've got a Coming in Hot, followed by Ral's Reinforcements. Then we've got Sunder the Gateway with a Thornwood Falls. And we do get a 3rd signed art card here. And of course, this is going to be Borbigimus and Filbert. I'm going to be saying that quite a bit. All right, last pack of the box here. Let's see if we can get one more hit to go with Sheoldred. All right, so we get a non-token with a Ral's Reinforcements in foil, followed by Rona, Herald of Invasion, coming in as our rare, with Finn the Fangbearer. And we're going to see Elspeth's Talent coming in from the Commander set. This has got to be the brightest card they've ever printed. And then we get an Invasion of Moog with a Blight Treeper Thalid, an Elspeth Smite, Seal from Existence, Converter Beast, Marauding Dreadship, Infected Defector, a Foil Swamp, and a non-signed art card in the back. All right, so give me just a minute. I'll get all of this sorted, organized, and we'll be right back with the MTG box analysis. We'll begin by taking a look at the cards we saw in this box as compared to the cards that we were eligible to pull from a set booster pack. Then we'll examine the set coverage, coverage by rarity, and duplication. To establish a baseline for value, we'll analyze the value of all 3 sets, then break down the actual observed value for each in the box. Finally, we'll conclude with a summary. If you want to go deeper into the analysis and see all of the metrics for this box, plus at least 100 others, simply join the channel at the Give Me the Data level. Now let's jump into the contents of the box by comparing the cards we were eligible to see versus the cards we actually saw. Using this chart, we can see the non-foils we observed from the main set in green, with the foils we observed in orange, and the set in gray as the baseline. In the non-foil space, we saw between 41 and 44 cards for each of the primary colors of Magic, along with 5 cards from the Jumpstart category and 3 showcase cards. In the foil space, we saw between 4 and 9 cards for each of the primary colors of Magic. We didn't see any of the borderless cards in this box, but there's only 3 of them in the set, so the odds were stacked against us. From the Multiverse Legends subset, we saw between 3 and 5 cards for each of the primary colors of Magic in non-foil. In the foil space, we saw 4 total cards, 1 green and 3 multicolor. And in these 30 packs, we only saw 1 etched foil from the subset. Moving into coverage, from the main set, we saw 227 unique cards out of a possible 337, which means that we saw 67% coverage in the non-foil space. Our highest coverage among the primary colors of Magic was in green with 80%. In the foil space, we saw 37 of the 337 cards from the main set that we were eligible to pull in foil. This gave us 9% coverage of the set. This time around, our highest coverage among the primary colors of Magic was in black with 21% coverage. Moving into the Multiverse Legends subset, we saw 34 unique cards out of a possible 130, which means that we saw 26% coverage. Our highest coverage among the primary colors of Magic was a tie between blue and green with 60% coverage each. In the foil space, we again only saw 4 of the 65 cards, giving us 6% coverage of the subset. Pivoting to coverage by rarity and back to the main set, in the non-foil space we saw 85% of the commons, 94% of the uncommons. We also saw 30 rares for 36% coverage and 4 non-foil mythics for 12% coverage. In the traditional foil space, we saw 19 commons, 8 uncommons, but no rares and no mythics. Switching back to the Multiverse Legends subset, we saw 21 of the uncommons in non-foil. We also saw 11 rares for 18% coverage and 2 mythics for 7% coverage. In the traditional foil space, 1 of our 4 cards was an uncommon and the other 3 were rares. Add in the rares and mythics that we saw from the list in the Commander subset, and we saw an astounding 50 rares and 8 mythics in these 30 set booster packs. From a duplication standpoint, we saw 53 cards repeated 61 times in this box. Before we take a look at the value in today's set booster box, let's review the value of the cards in each of the sets. This chart shows all the cards from the main March of the Machine set using non-foil market prices as of April 20th, 2023. Currently, there are 18 cards valued over $10. The top 3 are the Showcase Elish Norn valued at $21.34. Then we've got the Borderless Ren and Realmbreaker valued at $22.96. And the most valuable card is the Standard Frame Elish Norn valued at $24.78. The set also features 9 cards valued between $5 and $10 and 34 cards valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 276 cards are currently valued less than $1. And here's a look at the value that we saw in today's box. We ended up only seeing 1 card valued over $10, and that was the She-Oldred valued at $16.13. We didn't see a single card valued between $5 and $10, but we did pick up 15 cards valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 267 non-foils from the main set were valued less than $1. And here's a look at the value of the cards that you can pull from the Multiverse Legends subset out of a set booster pack. Currently, there are 13 cards valued over $10, with the top 6 being the Atraxa Praetor's Voice, the Skithiryx the Blight Dragon, Elish Norn Grand Cenobite, Atraxa Praetor's Voice, and 2 Ragavan Nimble Pilferers, with the etched foil pulling in $71.44 in value. The subset also features 8 cards currently valued between $5 and $10, and 26 cards valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 83 cards are currently valued less than $1. And in today's box, we kind of struck out. We saw 2 cards valued between $5 and $10, no cards valued between $1 and $5, and the other 36 cards that we saw were all valued less than $1. So how did this box perform? Well, I purchased this box from my local game store a week ago on pre-release at $129.99. The current market price for these boxes as of April 20th, 2023 is $109.99. Now, when I purchased my box, I also received a foil borderless buy-a-box promo of the Omnith Locust of All, currently valued at $20. Today's set booster box contained 30 packs with 12 cards each, allowing us to see 360 cards. We saw 19 basic lands, which have a current market value of $5.66. We also saw 7 cards from the list, valued at $31.39. We saw 4 cards from Commander, valued at $3.70. 42 cards from the Multiverse Legends subset, valued at $26.91. 27 cards in foil, valued at $7.84 from the main set, as well as 268 cards from the main set in non-foil, which have a combined market value of $108.81. Add it all up, and the grand total for the box comes up to be $184.31, which is technically a gain of $54.32 over my purchase price and a return of 142%. However, it is still early, and I do expect the value of these cards to fall as more of these cards go into the hands of players. For those of you interested in cards valued just over $2, the numbers look like this. In total, we saw 14 cards valued over $2, and they have a combined value of $82.59, which means that those 14 cards represent 45% of the box value. Thank you so much for watching. I want to take a moment to give a special shout out to all of the channel members. Your support helps fund this operation and allows me to create the content that you all enjoy. If you're not yet a channel member, I invite you to consider becoming one. By joining, you'll gain early access to videos and many other perks. If you're interested in supporting the channel but don't want to become a member, there are several other ways that you can show your support. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue with the channel. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, do something amazing.